And miss and a 3-pitch strikeout. And the 1-0 from Tyone.
That's Tyone. His style was not as successful against right-handed hitter.
To right, Michael.
A lot of four seam in that new changeup.
(2-1). His one outing with Canada.
And if you're looking for the pause, necessarily mean all of a sudden he's going to regress in the
Call rounds third. Cactus League King.
Cactus League King.
1-0 to him. 4-0 Dodgers here in the first.
Changeup, but behind account cutters.
Trade deadline last year. It's Cardinal.
It's the zone. Often hard for. Also got a changeup in the mix too. He throws a lot to left.
Swidski. 1 out.
Hard to embrace that slider really.
And a .98.
And that ball's middle.
Played yesterday, so back-to-back day.
Such that you're not overexposing it.
1-1 to Ian. Average 86. Ian. Double for Ian Happ. There's a
30-20. Like that'd be a heck of a season.
1-2. Tyone. Out of the outstretched arms of Nico Horner.
He's nodding.
Swanson cuts off the throw by Shaw. 14 in Cactus League play. Cubs get 2 outs, but it's 5.
Fades.
The ground ball he can use the kick change.
It's
I could have used that for the ball. Not with the blue towel.
No.
Carson Kelly
just holds the line with the four seam so long. 55 plus all the time. Tip the mask. He doesn't even know it's tipped.
Will it be in?
But I think of a lot of these kind of more.
Swidski.
Behind the ball. So really there from Shaw, which you continue to see, which can speed him up, which I feel like.
Good person to talk to offensively.
Absolutely. I mean, he's going to come in. So you have a lot of. The guy a day off. He's here. He's out there. Super fun prospect in this org. One that I think
Gallo center, head first down.
Season of his career by a pretty decent margin, actually. The of damage there is far higher than if you're using it.
Happ, 1 out. 1-0 from J-Mo. 14 for 30 this spring.
So you go back to earlier in his career, he was just allows him to get ball on ground a little bit, heads whacking back. You could kind of tell he's like, risky pitch, it worked, but it was risky.
2-1. Throw to third, and it's a tags up. Throw is cut off. It's
often more important than raw arm strength down from center field.
Ian Happ.
Good series off the.
Pitch clock violation. Payoff.
Exactly what they were talking about, but you would imagine try all of these positions, and Ryan Flynn.
He was fighting for 26. Go Horner.
As we've seen over the last couple of years.
3 the sun makes the
odd. Like there were scouts I talked
by Betts up over to first, second, short. Ciani with inning of work for Jamison Tyone and into right field.
On field, like both sides of the ball defend.
Runners off, throw down to second, and a
scorching hot.
Him stops at third, and now
the energy they play with is just amazing. Seem like they're starting to be sky high.
For Team Venezuela. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
No, it's okay.
Ras in.
You can see it just when he throws, like really over the top. So you have about 8 or so inches.
Payoff. Stays in front of it, throws to first, and gets
my Northwestern one now.
Throw to first. Nice script. Michael Conforto. First. And now what?
Really good pitchers, but I just think tunes up hitters. Miles per hour from 24 to 20.
And delivers. Shaw to first, and for a strike, throw down to second, and
we were just talking to Elise Menaker.
I didn't ask about either, but you do make a great point.
Right field, and it's caught 3 appearances.
That release the ball further over toward feet, away from the center of the rubber, because he throws the big breaking ball. Like that's.
Nico's had a nice play. Dansby's had 1-0 by Milner. And now 2 quick outs.
Counts that we're looking at right there in terms of how he uses these like complementary lefties here. Tanner.
And hoping them to download. Throw to first. 1-1. Homers, 15 homers.
I don't even know how much I want homers from him. Like you're talking about a guy that I think could push to 6-7. You could really see Horner having a
10. I think he was number 11.
Who just has more natural bat speed, so it's in contract years.
2 today.
As a righty, you just don't see a lot of change.
Throw to first. Just gets Lance. We will have guess. We will have piece of that.
Absolutely. You know, we've had Evergreen system. We're not just purely recapping things.
And to be able to talk to a lot of people who have been.
We're trying to drive home. First pod we have coming out on the 23rd is fascinating to, like, in my head, apply some of the things. Factor players, pitcher of the year, and such.
Oh. You get to hear more.
5 or 6 years, I think.
I think it's possible. Watson converge. Ian makes the catch. A baseball classic. Maybe you've heard of. Maybe he'll jump for joy for that one, too. Conforto take
The sports director at TMJ, see something that they will remember for the rest.
Ooh. Game did.
You most definitely did.
Yep.
7th inning, we walked to, butchered him. And just being able to talk one of the best.
If you have the means to.
Pedro.
Actually, prospect lists for the Cubs.
At the shortstop, throw to first.
Park and just excited to be a part of it. It's an interesting feeling. It's something that I have with the guys. I've played against a lot of them, and show that I can help this team win. Who I am at my core, that's when I'm at my best.
And did you
interesting enough that I had with kind of said, hey, let's I admired him and his game, and then he
appreciate the time today?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Another expected big ball.
A little bit trait, innate feel for that pitch. And
remember Alec Mills?
Oh yeah.
Boy, it's probably difficult because you go
in camp as much as possible. I don't think anybody coming into that year thought in the rotation, and it was just
the 2 pitchers who really surprised.
Is the team that he's starting for is gone? Then an all-star last year. Now this.
So. That's
just. It's a game just like the. I understand how much it means to Chicago fans.
A glimpse of Jonathan Law. Motors around. He was selected in the 2004. We're talking ace level stuff. Office is rooting for. His teammates are rooting for.
October. And you can dream on a and everyone's healthy and the rotation's healthy. Brewers, despite being
bobble, throw to first.
No one wins or loses.
Comes out here, asks plenty of questions. The score's not going to get above 2. Is going out there base running every day on the schedule. But
notice that it really pays off now.
I just think base running, the togetherness, to hold ourselves to that. We know we did a lot of things.
Your hat. You have some.
Carter's still remaining.
Taking a pitcher's maybe.
And it's a double.
Well, these guys aren't going to be exactly that in the regular season. When you're down below 95 miles off your fastball as you jump, it's a cool pin.
It is.
I like it. Kind of never made it.
Here with AA San Antonio. 1-2. Nice throw. And I think can Republic like this at age 23.
We try to measure through WAR offensive for him to try to hone in on that for the 20. He would swing out of the zone. Pitchers weren't going
to Tudairs. Onto the berm, but it bounced.
Their numbers are in the shoes, or they drop them off.
to make
as they're going into the clubhouse after they've 50 spikes a day. One of the grounds crews, but we love it. We don't complain because it's sun.
3-2 to Jonathan Long. Payoff pitch.
You're not projecting him to be Reese Hoskins in his career.
Corbin Martin, new pitcher for the Cubs.
Where they get to the side of the changeup. Seems like you call that platoon neutral. So that downer shape has to go to other things.
1-0. Of time.
It's really strikes, like percent walk rate, which is not exactly what you want. Starter walk rate. Like moments where they have great command, but on average.
Palencia last year.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Fastball out from a slug standpoint. It's got to be below. Pushing into a territory of like
Somebody hit him consistently.
A bunch of amazing stuff for us. Home, at Sloan Park, and he for teams using him in a very particular way. To see. Didn't run as high of success rates.
Well, so back-to-back RBI. The game is at home. Keith to third. It's a
Man, we've done that,
Unless you just wear
out at the second, and it's good enough. And to my couch for about a week.
yeah.
If I were to guess,
If you challenge me, like, ever run a marathon.
Yeah, the cardio.
Like, you have all this certain, like, earlier when you saw him at the finish line, it was unbelievable. He saw us.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was great.
Box I've seen, which is this new kind of.
So,
well, Elise does a marathon.
Yes.
You can tell it. And and everybody's safe.
Right? You're even
Not done yet. It's a home run Devin Ortiz will remember for.
catching prospects always take a bit of time. You kind of wonder, like, do they move them off the position?
Earlier this week.
Vibe. This good of hitters 1 through 9. Be a test. I mean, Skeens is the best pitcher in the
Think
league.
about an hour before first pitch, a certain amount of pitches.
95 today, playoff atmosphere for him.
Luis Severino, starting pitcher for the DR for the Cubs. 3-2 pitch. Oh, 1. CA hitting his home runs. So, and the 0-2. Another 0-2 from Caba. And we're still alive. 344 games.
The score's not going to get above 2 or 3 runs, so we got to be on going out there base running every day on the schedule, but it's part of it. Build the culture.
notice that it really pays off now.
I just think base running is the most selfless thing you could possibly do.
To make sure to go. Can you confirm or deny that?
As they're going into the clubhouse after they've gotten out of the game, or 50 spikes a day. So it's just
That's a lot.
constant. One of the groundskeepers, he was very nice, but we love it. We don't complain because it's sunshine and nice weather.
Hey, 3-2 to Jonathan Long.
Ooh.
Payoff pitch. Good at bat from Johnny Long. You get Reese Hoskins from him.
I like not projecting him to be Reese Hoskins in his career. That'd be a great outcome. Potential. Has to go to other things.
Goes up with the fastball. One up. All right, so my question to you is what of time?
It's really strikes. Like, you can see it now. He's a little bit up. He's up with the fastball. He's starter walk rate. Like what the failed starter T-shirt from Obvious Shirt. Moments where they have great command, but on average, like, this is why you see teams.
Palencia last year.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I mean, like, Palencia fastball out from a slug standpoint, it's got to be below 350. You go down to the.
If I were to guess on anybody in the.
If you challenge me, like, obviously I'm going to do it.
That's
Ever run a marathon.
Yeah, cardio for me is just like something I have to do.
Well, Elise does a marathon.
Yes.
You can tell her that you can't do. Here's 99 away. And we both said it. We're very excited for Matthew.
Catching prospects always take a bit of time to develop offensively. You kind of wonder, like, do they move them off the position to get them up to the show quicker?
Doubled his last at bat. Goes fishing it earlier this week.
It's a fun vibe back there, too. Usually have a bit of hitters, which is a little earlier than the.
Kingery takes a strike. Early on in his career, 344 games.